Press my button. Okay, part 5. We have everything. Your mistakes will be your demise, my friend. We were forced to retreat the village. The brave soldiers who brought us precious time. We must not forget their names.
I see.
Understood, lieutenants. Submit a report later listing the foreign soldiers for Zeno to review. Their families will be well taken care of. Bertolt sighs with relief, a faint smile playing on his lips.
Mm-hmm.
What happened next? What did you discuss with Ilya? I tried to call for reinforcements. The base responded quickly, but transporting personnel and equipment takes time.
Hmm.
Time. I see. Continue. I briefed Lily on the priorities of the mission. Hmm. So, what is our next move? Are we hitting the skies or the slopes?
You should.
You should know what our mission is. To rescue the team members and retrieve some mysterious arcanum documents when you get the chance.
That's right.
Correct. But I need you to adjust the priorities of these two tasks. Huh? What is that now?
Which means.
I mean, you need to swap the order of these two tasks. Prioritize the Arcanum documents first. Then, rescue any silent personnel if you happen to get the chance. You. What? She was surprised. They may already be dead. How long has it been since your device received a new signal? None. Radio silence is the first message. I don't think the equipment is faulty, but it has been several hours since the last distress call. Either they're pinned down somewhere, can't move, or they've met their tragic ends. Do the others know about this priority switch? No, they don't need to know. The more I'll be lost. As I said that, she punched me in the nose. She had too little hope. The officer staggers back, blood trickling from his nose. She is stronger, she looks. Liar.
Shoot!
You really pack a punch with that one, little falcon. You don't trust them. You don't trust me.
No.
No, I trust you and Alexei. And the others? I trust their loyalty and their fighting ability.
But.
But they don't need to know any of this. Neither does Alexei, neither does Alexei. He would tell everyone. As will I. She clenches her fist, still want to land another blow on her superior's face. No sacrifice will be made in vain, Comrade Ilya. You youngsters sure mature quickly when you've tangled with death.
Which means.
In other words, your squad had two objectives at the time: to recover the Arcanum documents and rescue the relevant team
That's
members.
right.
Correct. This mission came directly from the Admiral's office. Hearing this, the interrogator turns and signals the clerk to leave the room. Oh, a clandestine operation then. No, there's just one other person in the room.
Now.
Let's talk about these documents, Lieutenant. What could possibly justify the sacrifice of so many soldiers to retrieve them? He picks up the pen and waits.
Please.
Please, maintain your candor, Lieutenant. Speak. Berto takes a deep breath and resumes his account. My mission was to find and retrieve the My mission was to find and retrieve the descendants of an ancient Arcanist family who were lost in the Central Asian region before the storm arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Was the source of this intel reliable?
I don't know.
I don't know, but my orders were clear. Maybe some kind of deal between the higher ups and them. Zeno soldiers were deployed here as mercenaries, receiving compensation for their services. Equipment, funds, personnel, access to local bases, and information about the Arcanists. In the wake of the storm, we were under immense pressure to rebuild the Arms Academy, to secure resources, and do questionable things that ultimately tarnished our name.
That's.
Necessary evils, I understand. Go on. In 1964, the French conducted an excavation of the ruins of Icanoum in the north. It was an ancient Hellenistic city. Sorry, it was an ancient Hellenistic city, lost under the sands of Inner Asia for nearly 2,000 years. Some of the artifacts were sent to Paris, and some to the local museum. Then, war broke out. After the city was occupied, a batch of documents was secretly smuggled out and hidden in the mountains. Since the spring of this year, our people have been discreetly searching for these documents. And finally, there was a lead on them.
Please.
Go on. What does this batch of documents contain? Treasures of the Aegean Sea. A family tree, maps, diaries, archives, and epitaphs belonging to a family of Western Arcanists who settled in Central Asia. It is an incredible adventure, spanning thousands of miles and over the course of 2 millennia. Their forebears rode the Macedonian. Hang on. Their forebears rode with the Macedonian god king as he conquered the known world. After the king's violent death, they shifted allegiances among several successors. When the one-eyed general triumphed in Capian, these fickle and war-loving veterans became part of his forces. A volatile, unpredictable army. No wise man would ever grasp that blade without a hilt. After that, the Arcanists and the army were sent east of their old comrades, gradually fading to the mountains in the annals of history.
But.
But they did not disappear. These bellicose descendants of Arcanists later merged with the Inspogian tribes and continued to thrive among desert trade routes for centuries. Chasing their ancestors' shadows, they stumbled upon the ancient city of Icanoum and set up a small Arcanist commune nearby. But, as fate would have it, the early centuries' penchant for war scattered them once more. My mission was to track down and bring back descendants of this tribe, with these documents serving as vital clues. Zeno needs these Arcanists. The officer takes several gulps of hot water, seemingly anxious about revealing the truth. Have you told Lilia about all this?
Yes.
Yes. She is in the loop, as I told you earlier.
Nice.
Okay. I see. The interrogator presses upon the table, and the clerk steps back in the room, resuming her place.
Please.
Continue, Lieutenant. What happened next? Are we really risking so many lives just for a music cottontails? 800,000 lives and one sacrifice for just 10 kilometers of land. Though that's not quite the right comparison, that was a foolish battle. Sacrifice necessary if the result is worth it, little falcon. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
Yes.
I am. The officer pulls out his gun, past the station, prepared for what he knows is coming. What do you want me to do now? Just understand the priorities of our mission and never forget them. Hilda clenches her fist and spits on the floor. Yes, sir. I understand your frustration, but a mission is a mission. Orders are still
But,
orders. Besides, when you think about what to do next, we have a lot of wounded to take care of. Just then, Alexei bursts through the door, eyeing the two from a distance.
hmm?
Sir, you're bleeding! And what's with the gun? I fell. It was nothing. Yeah, fell onto my fist. Oh, Lilia.
Uh,
Uh, what? Don't worry about it. What's the matter, Alexei? He tucks his gun into his coat and wipes the blood from his lip.
let me think.
Earlier, Hassan mentioned herbs in these mountains can stop bleeding. Maybe, maybe I can go find some.
It's dangerous.
It's too dangerous to go. These days go alone. Besides, you don't know the lay of the land. I can come. Let me need Hassan. What are you talking about? Let old Hassan in on it, eh? Hassan should know. Hassan should know the way.
Hmm.
Way? What way? I'm not catching your drift. Alexei and I are thinking of fetching some herbs. We're running low on medicine.
Oh,
That could work. You know these mountains well?
of course.
Like the back of my hand? Like the back of my hand. I was camping about these slopes before I could even talk. That settles it. Let the three of us give it a try. Sir! The officer hesitates. Having more helping hands would have certainly made things easier, but the war and the storm have cost us dearly. I'd planned to wait for the enforcers to start moving out, but time was ticking, and dusk was closing in. Spend the night here was out of the question, so I gave these brave soldiers the permission to go. Alright, you have 2 hours. Get back for the sunset behind that mountain, or you are on your own.
Hmm.
How are the wounded, Alexei? We've done all we can. I gave the rest of the medicine to the others, and now I have an empty box that can hold a lot. What are we waiting for? Time's a wasting, fellas. Just three of us, ready to take on the world. Stay tuned for epic success. Bring your radar, Lydia. And, if you happen to come across our lost comrades along the way, retrieve them. You got it. They set off, and I was left there to wait. To wait for reinforcements, for their return, or perhaps for the enemy's vengeance. He calmly lowers his head and pauses for a moment. Before long, I went looking for them. As soon as I heard gunshots on the roads, I followed the sound of our men, but it was too late. Knew it. You and oh, hang on. Part 6. You and us. And yet, trust was never given to us. Not once.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lieutenant Bartel briefed you on the real objective, and then you, Alexei, and Hassan teamed up to carry out an independent operation. Is that correct? Yes.
Nice.
Well, well. We'll corroborate your account with Alexei's and Bertolt's. And you hitting the lieutenant. That really happened? Yeah, I sucked him good. I was gonna go for round two, but then Alexei waltzed in. Would have been good form to check your C in front of the lads. The interrogator struggles to stifle his chuckle. You've suddenly got spirit, Comrade Delia. Go on then. What happened next? What did you three run into? After getting up, Hassan led the way. Alexei and I followed. The three of us headed deeper into the mountains.
Watch out!
Watch your step, friends. Don't let the thorns prick you. I, I can't believe you grew up in a place like this, Comrade Hassan. That's why I eventually left for the city to seek a different life. I was the first from our village to go to the city. I've always been something of a pioneer, you know? He raised with pride. A mountain born maverick, unyielding and audacious. We trekked through the mountains and wilderness, moving from tree to tree and slope to slope. We struggled to keep up with Hassan, whose nimble and sure movements resembled that of the mountain goats.
Hey!
Hey, keep up! Am I going too fast, comrades? Should we take a breather?
No!
Breather, not a chance. Our comrades are waiting. Keep moving. I am fine. Whenever there's fighting, the locals hide until it calms down, and then they come out. The more daring might strip the deads. A simple canteen can be a valuable find for a struggling family. Oh, hang on. I did the wrong dialogue there. Let me try it again. Whenever there's fighting, the locals hide until it calms down, and they come out. The more daring might strip the dead. A simple canteen can be a valuable find for a struggling family. This place is unbelievably poor. Poor people have their ways. After all, this is the life we were all born into. Just like this before you came, and to be like this after you leave. The words leave Alexei disoriented, as if his passion had been poured onto lifeless stones here, only to be met with indifference.
Wait.
Stop! Hear that?
Hmm?
Hmm? They stop. Lilia takes out the radar and checks their position. They're getting close to the signal.
Shh.
Oh no. Listen carefully, comrades. It's a faint woman's voice. Do you have the ears of a fox boy? Because I don't hear anything.
Look!
Hey, move it. Someone might be able to help us with the herbs.
Hey!
Hey, slow down. I ran after them. Alexei sprinted the distance, reaching the edge of the forest.
Great.
It's you. I never expect to see you again. Are you okay? But I can walk now. Hassan, does she understand what I'm saying? Hassan chambers his gun and cautiously approaches the woman.
Please.
Not this again, Hassan. Not this again, Hassan. We saved her before, and she's unarmed, just like last time. Hassan seemed to have a deep distrust of the mountain people. I guess they marked him a traitor, you know, working for Zeno and all. The armed man approaches. Speaking local dialect, he questions the woman. who utters a few words from the translate.
Hmm.
She needs money because her sheep were blown up. If you can pay her, she can help you find who you're looking for. How does she know we're looking for someone? Hassan relays Leila's message to the woman. She speaks in gestures, tears falling, as if both crying and not crying.
Uh,
She saw people dressed like you enter the cave yesterday. Several of them. They were injured, and her sister's caring for them. She was too terrified to tell anyone. Because the enemy would never spare her or her sister if they found out. After the mission, she could come back to the base with us. It wouldn't be hard to find work for her in the city. Stop it with your excessive kindness, Brother Alexei. I'm begging you. If what she says is true, then Zeno is in her debts.
mm-hmm.
What do you think, little comrade? Hassan struck the decision to me. My heart softened for a second, I guess, and I agreed with Alexei. I should still have some money on me. Rummaging his pockets, he pulls out a crumpled local banknote and hands it to the woman. She hesitates, not wanting to accept. Is she ashamed to take our money? Is she ashamed to take our money? Hang on. Let me if that's a bit weird. Is she ashamed to take our money? No, that's fine. No. What you're giving her is worthless paper. Over here, you will have to give her some real money. Oh man. I guess I'll handle this. Hassan reluctantly retrieves a crumpled bill from the sole of his shoe and hands it to the woman, uttering a few words.
Now?
Now, she'll guide us. Averting her eyes from Alexei, the woman limps ahead. He wants to talk to her, but they can't get past the language barrier. You see, Hassan, being kind to the locals does pay off. With the support of the locals, Zeno's work here will be much smoother in the future. She's leading us the right way. In the right direction, at least. We are getting close to the signal. Will we find any herbs in the cave, Comrade Hassan?
Yes.
Yes, but not many. These plants are for sunlight, so they should be mostly near the entrance and in general vicinity.
Great.
Good. It seems we can accomplish two objectives in one action. The young man is pleased that his earlier deeds have borne fruit. Good deeds are rewarded, and evil deeds are punished. He firmly believes this. That cave is the one. The four of them walk to the slope-topped cave, where several shell cases lie scattered about. The woman speaks to Hassan briefly, before limping into the cave by herself. She's asking us to wait while she confirms there's no one else inside. Does she live around here? We didn't see any villagers on the way here.
I'm not sure that.
Who knows? She could be a refugee from anywhere. War is everywhere these days. Not even the mountains is spared from its chaos. And women have particularly suffered in these tumultuous times. My wife was a refugee who fled from the north. We met after her escape and we got married. She's a good woman. Hassan spoke of his wife with the same pride Alexei spoke of his family. He waited for a few more minutes at the cave entrance. What if this is a trap? What if she took my money and ran? That's my hard-earned cash. When we get back, you two better vouch for me. I fronted cash for this mission. Zeno should reimburse me. Just then, the woman. Just then, the woman came back out. She scoped around carefully before signaling us for us to hurry over. Hassan led the way. Alexei was in the middle, and I covered the rear. Cave, Juhalerat. We entered the cave, flashlight in hand. Hassan was very cautious. He handed the flashlight to Alexei, took out his gun, and followed the woman closely. Better stay sharp. There was a fight here. The ground was littered with bodies and splatters. Some of the dead stripped of their coats and boots. These were our guys. The anyone we caught dead with metal tags on their belts. But the ones shot us wearing clothes took from here.
Yes.
Most likely. And the weapons too. Why can't I hear anyone else around?
That's weird.
It's odd. Our people wouldn't just leave their comrades behind. Hassan wanted sound, and sound he got. She hit the fork in the cave. The woman set a sudden yell and ran into the shadows. It was a trap. I didn't learn the meaning of the words she kept yelling. Revenge. Stop! This can't be happening! Hassan pulled the trigger. The woman fell, and they were under fire. Oh, here we go again. Defeat all enemies, level 1. Sure, why not? Alright, it's fixed. So
Look at my
whatever
back.
happens. Okay, this time at least, they're not like super low health. Damn it! I knew I should have trusted them! Why? Why did she... Stop missing a thing! Sorry. Stop missing thinking and focus! Come on, man! Take the shot! Ah, damn it! Hassan, your leg! Oh, Hassan's taunting them, isn't he? Yep, this is how we lose him. Okay, so we know from last time. Yeah, same stats. So we know from last time that doing 3 attacks on one guy won't take them out. So I might as well do mass attacks. Try to take out 2 in the next round, if I can.
Fine.
1,
Wanna
2,
watch the aerial stunts?
other way. 1,
Fine.
2,
Wanna watch the
3.
fine. A little trick. Oh.
Not ideal, but it works.
A little trick.
Oh good, we got rid of 1. Okay, that means I can actually get rid of 2 here. Because... Oh, there's only 2 of them. Okay, this is a much easier fight then. Cool.
ВДВ. Сколько побед?
Wait. Oh, because they only have 5,000 health, not 10,000. I see. That's how we're doing well. And here I thought we were actually, like, strong or something.
Хорошо. ВДВ. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Don't blink.
But not quite. Not quite. That should be all of them. Shoot the bodies in the heads to make sure they're dead. He's right. Do it, Alexei.
Red 38 is about to return.
A bullet can end the life in an instant, with the pull of a trigger faster than thought. It was a less than ideal victory. Ah! Getting shot in the leg! Freaking hurts! Hassan gripped his leg, blade by a bullet. Luckily, The bullet only grazed your leg and missed on 8 major arteries. Alexei inspects the wound, relieved to find it less severe than he thought. Can you walk, Comrade Hassan? I can give him a hand.
Hmm.
It hurts, but it's no big deal. I don't need a crutch. They didn't take the dog tags. We have to collect our brother's tags. Can't forget them. Hassan's face was stricken with sorrow as he yanked the tags with his comrades' names and their bodies. He stumbled while bending over, falling onto a corpse. Let me help you, Comrade Hassan. No. It is my responsibility. I was the one who brought them out of the village. Sorry. Wrong. No. It is my responsibility. I was the one who brought them out of the village and into this camp. I was the one who shared Zeno's meals with them. Had it not been for the hired mountain folk, Zeno would have struggled to get anything done in that place. When the boss comes with reinforcements, we have to bring them all back. We can't leave them dead here in this cave. That was when I had the feeling that either Alexei or myself would be the one to carry back Hassan's tag. Or maybe it would be Hassan to carry back ours. I remember that scene at the Juhalerat airport before takeoff. We saw black metal coffins being unloaded from a transport plane, each with a tulip on top.
Wait.
How many were shooting at us just now? 3. Did you finish off their bodies with headshots?
Of course.
I did. No, wait. Only 2 bodies were there.
Shoot.
One got away. Shoot. One got away. Don't let your guard down. Even if he does get away, he'll croak before it gets too far.
It's dangerous.
Stay alert, little comrades. Just stay alert, little comrades.
Now?
What now? Go back or go deeper? We are close to this resting now. Our comrades are somewhere in this cave. Is it a retrieval of allies or a retrieval of bodies? Hassan's son takes his money back from the woman's corpse. The blood-soaked bill returns to their place, nestled between Hassan's torn sock and the sole of his shoe. Don't forget to remind Zeno to reimburse me when you get back, comrades. After Hassan got his money back from the woman, he didn't leave right away. He picked up something else on the ground. He stared at it for a while, then tucked it in his pocket. The expression was haunting, a blend of regret and other emotions he didn't quite understand. Alexei stooped down to help him stand, and Hassan accepted his kindness without protest. For once. Sorry. Alexei stooped down to help him stand, and Hassan accepted his kindness without protest. For once. Are you alright, Comrade Hassan?
Of course.
I'm fine. Let's go. Limp in your gait doesn't determine your fate. Where did Hassan learn these sayings anyway? They sound exactly like something Alexei would say. We explored deeper into the dark maze of a cave, our flashlights guiding the way. The battle had left us exhausted and silent, moving real slow. Hassan was collecting the tags of every combat we found. We find corpses and pus-filled wounds, flies fiend a sickly yellow discharge. That wicked, evil poison. Hassan closed the eyes of each body, whether they were friend or foe. Heavy stuff. Part 7. A Black Tulip. From the dust he came, and to the dust he will return.
Uh,
I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
calm down.
Your wound's a scratch. Nothing serious. We'll fix you up in no time once you get back to base. Some of our fallen comrades were strangers in uniforms, lying deep in the cave. Next to them was a knife, another body, with arrows drawn in blood on the wall.
Look at this.
Look at the wall. Something scribbled on it. Alexei's flashlight swings to the bloodstained rocky walls.
That's...
They're directions, telling us how to navigate the cave. What if this another trap? What if this another trap? I can't hear anyone. Do you know the way through this cave, Hassan?
Hmm.
I used to, but now they turned into a maze. All these forks and newly dug nooks. I'm lost. Guess I'll toss his arrow as a final gesture of support for my comrades. Let's go. They continue deeper into the cave. Alexei supporting Hassan with one hand, while holding the flashlight in the other. A soft breeze caresses their faces. Are we getting any closer? Yes. Then, these marks must have been left by our own comrades. Horrifying. All this blood. Several gruesome battles were fought here. Our people, the enemy's people, all lay sprawled on the ground. I heard a story once about a tough guy who went to a maze on some island. He killed the Minotaur down there, then followed the ball of thread given to him by a princess to find his way out. And our guiding threads? The dried smears on the walls. Let's follow them. These markings could be sign left by comrades who couldn't break out. Keep your eyes peeled, Brother Alexei. One step away. Don't let them get dropped on us. You can count on me. We saw lots of little stone statues in the cave. Placed on shittle pedestals, all weathered, some splattered with blood. Kinda gave me the creeps. 1, 2, 3. Hassan counted tags in his hand, saying each name out loud. Including our losses. 16 souls in all.
Shoot.
Shoot. Curse it all. They will not be forgotten. Forgotten? What difference does it make if you remember them? Will that be enough to bring them back to life? Once commander gets here, we'll transport their bodies back. They will all be granted dignified funerals. Funerals? Huh. They're just shows of the living to see. I don't know why, but Hassan was really worked up. Meanwhile, Alexei climbed up, and so he followed the arrows on the wall, deeper into darkness. There's light up ahead. We came to a fork in the road. It was dark on both sides, but there was a draft blowing through. The marks end here. There was this huge statue standing there, holding a fare. Flames flicker off the island statue, casting shadows down the long, dark passage. Left or right? We could check out one side, but then go back to the other? I choose left. There's a draft coming from the left. Can you feel it? Lydia's hair flutters gently to the right. That could lead to an exit for all we know. Shoot! How many possible paths are there in this place? Can your device help us navigate through here? Are we not? I'm afraid not. We're close, but not accurate enough to give us a precise location.
Okay.
Then, let's go the way suggested. Following the path led us to a room-like space, with wind flowing through a hole above. There were barrels, beds, and everyday items scattered about, as if someone lived there. It looked like our fallen comrades had fought there not long ago. The blood was still wet on their equipment. Seems like none of the stuff we're looking for is here.
Hmm?
And what are we looking for? These comrades here are already... No, it's not them. Something else. Like what? A pile of arcanum texts. These courageous comrades must have found what Zeno needed. That's why Trouble found them in this cave. Bertolt brought us here to find them, but where are they?
Wait.
Hold on. Weren't we here to save our trapped comrades? If they're still alive, we'll save them. If we happen to get the chance. Unfortunately, they were too late.
What?
If we happen to get the chance... Is that what the commander said? Our priority is to save lives. Bertolt told me these orders came from high above.
That's too far.
He didn't tell us anything. I don't know. I guess he had his reasons. A silence falls between the three of them. The dead can't be saved. We got here too late. Fine. Let's find the stuff. Got an idea what they look like? No. But they could be tools, books, or sheets of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And where are they hidden? In this cave, I guess. Where our friends found them and paid the price. Or else, Bertolt would not develop deployed one team at the expense of another. The deal wouldn't be worth it. Are our lives merely calculations of worth?
It's ridiculous.
I'm going to ask him about this, face to face. While Alexei and I talked, Hassan quite attempted to dead. More and more tags filled his pockets. Let's look around. Let's look around here, Alexei. Keep an eye on the cave entrance. There are still enemies nearby. He was really upset. Fine. Hurry it up. We have to report this to Bertolt. Fast. Curses Arcanus to help. He muttered something unsavory, but we ignored it and continued to search for what we each needed. For me, that meant turning over rocks and cabinets to find the documents Bertolt wanted. For Hassan, it meant checking the bodies, cleaning their pockets and waist for metal tags.
Hmm?
What could possibly be worth risking so many lives for? Something valuable to Zeno. That's what I was told.
Shoot.
Out of being thrown this mission as pointless, expendable sacrifices. It's like our fallen comrades here. I don't think anyone is seen as a pointless sacrifice. Be logical. It's not about being logical. You shouldn't have lied to us. He didn't lie.
Enough!
But he didn't tell us everything either. My information's still a lie. Is withholding the truth the same as lying? Yes.
Hmm.
The answer hinges on the objective. Soldiers all need to know their duty, not the reasons behind it. I disagree.
It's nothing.
That is fine. You have the right to disagree and keep it to yourself. Plenty of others feel the same way that you do.
But
But at the end of the day, people still have to follow orders. And these people are all Xena's finest soldiers. And one day you too will be among them. Is Bertzold's one of them.
I believe
Lieutenant Berthold is one of the most important pillars of the Zeno Arms Academy today. I have complete faith in him. I see more than that. It is the soldiers like Hassan and Alexei who risk everything at the front that keep Zeno going. The interrogator does not answer, but gives Lilia a look of approval. In the heat in the heat of my argument with Alexei, I forgot all about Hassan. Who could have foreseen what happened next? Hassan betrayed them. There was no one else in the cave, and Alexei's flashlight was pointed the way in. I was looking at Alexei and the darkness that was behind him. But then it happened. Behind me. Where do you sit, little comrades? They don't need this comrade here. The body's still warm. Hassan called to us. I turned around. What I saw was something I'll never forget. The corpse was alive, dressed in our comrade's clothes. He stuck a poison blade to Hassan's waist and knocked it all the way up to his throat. Terrifying words.
whoa!
Oh! Oh! Hassan! Alexei was quick. He pulled out his pistol and fired 2 shots. Alexei was quick. He pulled out his pistol and fired 2 shots. One through the forehead, one through the eye. The corpse was now truly dead. Hassan lay flat on his stomach, gasping for air. Alexei leapt to him and helped him roll over. Hassan! He was in unbearable agony as the wound split open at alarming speeds. Blood spilled out at first, and other things. This nasty stench. The stench of death approaching. The black and red light force of the gasping man runs down his body, soaking Alexei's uniform. No! 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 What did I tell you about wishing you died?
Shoot!
I knew it! I knew I was right! I'm breathing fast, brother. Let me treat you, Hassan. You have to hold on. I'll fix this mess. Hold on! The young man reaches behind him, fumbles, and drops the box to the ground with a hollow thud. It's empty. He opens the white box full of hope, only to find it empty. Alexei was so desperate to save Hassan, he forgot they had left all the medicine behind. We've done all we can. I gave the last of the medicine to the others, and now I have an empty box I can hold a lot. He opened the empty box, looking like it was the end of the world. I can't take it anymore. Ah. I could not imagine his pain. His cries were more terrifying than anything I'd heard in military hospitals or feed camps. In fact, they're more like primal, animalistic howls, like a bull trapped in a blazing forge, bellowing and begging for release. Hassan said we should each save a bullet for ourselves, but there was no way he could lift the gun now. The wound continues to expand. Alexei, please, don't let me suffer through this. Ah,
No.
no, you take you back to base, or at least to the cave entrance, and find the mountain earths. Yes, they should still be at the camp, and the commander said the reinforcements are on their way. Even I could see he's losing himself. The man was melting. Just how was he going to get home? Beg you, brother, make it quick. He pointed shakily at Alexei's gun. Alexei, if you cannot do it, I will. Ah, you tough cookie. Ah, good, little comrade. I reached for Alexei's arms, but he brushed my hand aside. Allow me, comrades. Alexei closed Hassan's eyes, putting the gun to his temple. He left no words, no goodbyes. With a single shot, death claims its prey, who can no longer haunt the living with his tortured wails. Hassan's hand went limp and found a stack of papers beside him. He had found the stuff Zeno needed. As a soldier of Zeno, Comrade Hassan has fulfilled his mission flawlessly. Good night, Morty. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you sticking around for all of that. What a thing to go to sleep to, though. Holy cow. So yeah, I guess this. You could say this is Lilia's anecdote, but the focus is not just on Lilia, so it makes sense they called it Zeno's. It's not something to see Brotold, though. We know at least one storm has happened, so this kind of plays it between um, the events of chapter 4 in the main story and like the first storm. Because Lilia here is still a preteen or a child, and by the time that Lilia um, tries to stop Vertin from leaving with her friends, she's already either a teenager or a full adult. Then a few years pass before Vertin becomes a full investigator and a timekeeper. We're taking a quick break here. The ad's currently running, so thank you those who stick through the ads. I'm surprised that wasn't the last chapter though, but there has to be an epilogue, right? Please have a good sleep, Morty. And have a good rest of your day tomorrow. Whew, heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Gotta love reverses writing. Admittedly, you can kind of see it coming a mile away. What with Hassan warning over and over at the very beginning about how locals can kind of like betray you when they give you gifts or offer things. And it seems that Alexei clearly was not listening to any of the spook tactics, as it were. Well, now he's learned the hard way. I was not expecting the last like local soldier to just like be among the dead bodies though. That was a bit of a surprise. I thought they would be like coming up from the side or on their way out. He would get shot because like they'd be really close. Because that's how it goes in horror movies, right? They get really close to the exit and then oh no, there's a twist. But this one, uh, they did an effective twist here where it's as Hassan like found the thing that they were looking for, the real mission. Those of you who are at home, I suggest that you take a sip of water as well if you're, still watching with me or still experiencing the story with me. I'm trying my best to like um, emulate the emotions, but I understand that the um, the weight of it might not be hitting as hard because I'm just a hobby voice actor. Like the description, it really hit me when it said like animalistic sounds, and I was like, well, I'm not quite making those sounds. I feel like I could do, you know, improve in that area. I had the same problem with the reading of A Knight's Anecdote when it came to the moment of, um, well, death in in the those parts. I'm gonna say which because it does happen like a lot. He's a knight after all, and it's a war period, so a lot of that happened there as well. I go fringe. Yeah, let's go fringe. Want a little bit of front here. Okay. Welcome back to the ads, everyone. Thanks so much to anyone who sat through them. Whether you're lurking or you're here, um, or you're busy doing stuff and just like vibing in the background, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much. It does get added to the ad revenue, and uh, that ad revenue I use to commission artists to make emotes, splash pages, and eventually, once all my emote slots are filled, I'll start saving up for like commissioning thumbnails for the YouTube VODs. Part 8, Debriefing. Things settled down, but we still have business to take care of. Right, honoring the dead. That includes the sun. The sound of gunshots eventually draw on a set of footsteps. Lilia! Alexei! Hassan! Is that you? Bertol's voice echoes through the cave. Bertolt! He followed my voice, quickly found the room. Much easier than we did. The sight of Hassan lying next to Alexei shocked him. Hang on. That's what that picture was. They they kind of cut off the picture so it only showed her um, holding something, like a document or something, but this is the full picture. And gosh dang, it had a beautiful picture. Hassan's courageous sacrifice will forever be remembered. He fought bravely against the enemy and died a hero. Alexei could not accept Bertolt's betrayal for that happened. He was too principled for that.
No.
No, Commander. It was I who killed our comrades. Delia pulls out a bloodstained stack from her son's body and throws it at Bertolt. Thick files hit the ground, kicking up a swirl of dust around his army boots. Congratulations, Commander. Mission complete. Ah, the price. The price they pay.
Mm-hmm.
You went in earlier than I did, but you came out later. They wouldn't let me go. Well, it seems you had this pleasant chat. Personally, I hate being questioned. I'm an honest person. Just like Alexei.
Thank you.
It's over now. Don't forget about your debriefing report. Well done, Little Falcon. You have survived Juhalerat. Your service on the battlefield is over for now, so you're free to return whenever you please. He does not reply. She looks back at the interrogation room, where the doors are now shut. How are you feeling about all this? Not how I thought I would feel.
Of course.
Of course. For those who've never experienced war. War is often romanticized as beautiful, idyllic symphony. Until you're staring down the barrel of a gun, being mocked for your naivety. And you become just another tally, a statistic on the government's ledger. Hassan,
Calm down.
Zeno will take care of his wife. You can be sure of that. Was this all worth it, Commander Bertolt? He was a joyful man. I cannot deny that we became good friends during our time together. The truth is, Hassan will serve as excellent promotional material. He'll become a true model. So utilitarian, interest-oriented, calculating. Work for Zeno, earn your merits, and your family will be treated well. And for them, family and blood are above all else. That's what he asked about loyalty. Two critters with one stone. Let's go see Alexei. They walked in the interrogation room and peered at the silent young man through the window. He notices the people outside, looks up, and halts his signing. He sees us. Alexei is smiling. I told you, this really isn't that big of a deal. It's just that he insisted on making this report himself. Have you ever met someone who'd openly confess, I am the one who shot our fellow comrades? I had no intention of sending him to a tribunal, but he was hell-bent on the notion. You're a stubborn young man. Having principles isn't easy.
I think that...
He didn't belong there. Juhalerat was not the right place for him. Or perhaps to say, he's not the right kind of person for a place like Juhalerat. Semantics. Don't worry about Alexei. A young man like him will no doubt earn the Admiral's favor. And this case will end up on the Admiral's desk. I promise.
Oh.
As for you, your flight leaves tomorrow morning. The luggage in your room is already packed. How nice of you to do that.
Because?
Because you're going to take the storyboard to the academy. You will walk off the plane with coffins stuffed with black tulips. And you will tell your bratty little classmates. Perhaps one day, we might all end up in a black metal box.
Goodbye.
The front line still needs me, so this is it. I hope we'll have the chance to meet again, comrades. Best of luck to you, Commander. I almost forgot. I have got something for you. Alexei left it with me before you got here. This. It was Hassan's.
Hmm?
Zeno A150756. The officer cradles the name tag in his palm.
I'm not sure that.
I don't remember making this for him. Zeno. The tags of auxiliary forces should not have these letters engraved in them. Alexei told me he and Hassan got it secretly engraved last month. Hassan had always hoped to become a real part of Zeno. He loved being a part of the big family. Bertolt lowered his head and thought. You'll have a real one, mates. I will fight to have his name inscribed in the Hall of Merit by headquarters. The dark and glorious corridor, lined with the names of those who died in battle, enduring the storm.
I believe.
He will rest in the Zeno cemetery as a true soldier of Zeno, with a dog tag bearing his name. The officer turns and walks away, holding the keepsake tightly in his hand. The sound of a soldier's boots echoes down the hall. Lydia takes one last glance at the room, where her comrade had seemed so relieved. Inside, Alexei eagerly waits his fate, while Zeno eagerly awaits him. The end. Achievement get. Hooray! Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's get our rewards for witnessing that horror. Love the story so much. And the side story was so good. I'm still thinking about it right now. Like, even given the choice, there was nothing he could have done. And though, like, his kindness came back to bite him, I like his kindness. I don't think I can really fault him for the action he took.
It's happening.
Like, there was all, like, what ifs of what could have happened there. But I think that's why soldiers have, like, rules of engagement, things like that. That kind of scenarios aren't on the morality of the soldier and can be blamed on, like, the way that the system works for the military.
Haven't you eaten?
Just below it, as it were. Hence why
A
the
little
tribunal
trick.
sort of thing.
A little trick.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
There were so many death flags for Hassan, though. Like, all throughout, they just kept, like, making him likable, making him nice,
Huh?
mentioning how he has a
Already
wife
over?
waiting for it at home, and, like, the mention of being like, oh yeah, um, when I get back, make sure to reimburse my money or whatever. Oh yeah, when you get back, that's happening. Like, several death flags. But the point of, like, death flag is not just to, like, the point of writing a story like that is not just to, like, make it a, oh, what a twist that the reader doesn't see coming. The point of, like, leaving breadcrumbs is that for anyone who's, like, intuitive enough to read the lines or wants to reread the story can kind of appreciate kind of details that they're laying out to kind of explain what the themes of the story are and the details that might be important for later. And it did a good job of that, even if, like, it made it painfully obvious what's gonna happen. You can